Oh, I got the don't even worry about it. Don't even think about it. Don't even comment on it. Why you? Ladies and gentlemen of the S&J Nation, I'm pretty sure I put the clip in the beginning of this video. If not, I'll put it right here.
I had last night.
You had a dream it was
hot. I had a dream that I was a fucking nobody who sucked at rap.
Oh, really?
And then I woke up, and you know who I was, Mr. Porter?
Who are you?
Lord Jamar.
Really?
But I don't really care, Mr. Porter. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm a crap.
Okay. So apparently, well, first of all, I am currently on the road with Futuristic and Crypt as we speak. Last night, we're in Chicago, mind. I mean, we technically still in Chicago, waiting for the bus to pick us up to go to the next city. But listen, the energy, different. The stage presence, different. My boy Crip getting better with every performance. That's like his fourth joint. And you know me, this is just second nature for the kid. Hold on, let me let my dreads free. So, let's talk about this. Cause y'all know, even while I'm working. There ain't no stops, bruh. And I will be dropping whatever footage that I get from the shows, like blog-wise, we'll put it together and stuff. Hold up, blog-wise. I'll put it together and I'm gonna be dropping them pretty, I don't know when I'm gonna drop them, but I'm gonna drop them. But, so, my man, it's been a little minute since I've done an Eminem news video. Eminem really ain't been doing too much newsworthy stuff. I think he's actually been probably working on something, if you ask me. If you ask me. So my man M was in Abu Dhabi, I think. Somewhere. He was in one of these overseas places doing a show. Now y'all know, M shows be 100,000 deep. And he was on stage. And he said, as you saw in the clip, he says, I had a dream last night that I couldn't rap and I was irrelevant or something like that. I don't know if he said irrelevant, I don't think he did, but he said, I couldn't rap and I was whack, ... And then I woke up and guess who I was? Lord Jamar. That's crazy. First of all, let me just go ahead and say, Lord Jamar can rap. Come on now. Let's not do that. I get it. When you beefing with somebody, like it's not M's job to say, actually, you know, he can rap. We're just going through something right now, so I gotta just be mean to him. We know what it is. You gotta be as mean as possible. But what I don't wanna see is people walking around like that's fact. Lord Jamar can rap. Lord Jamar can rap. Even if he's not your cup of tea, Lord Jamar has the ability to rap and at a pretty good high level. I don't think that's an argument. If you don't like it, it's just not your cup of tea. But here's the most important part to me of the whole thing. Now, someone like M, sorry if the audio sounded crazy and stuff. I'm shooting this on my phone because I don't got my camera. But Eminem and Lord Jamar been going back and forth for probably over a month now. And M is someone to me who's very strategic. He doesn't drop or do things unless there is a reason. Now, a lot of people go with M. A lot of people dog M. M is, there's a lot of people that M's not their cup of tea. Understood. When he was younger, Slim Shady would probably respond to most of them. But I understand, well, he didn't really actually respond to most of them. He responded to the most important ones. But I understand that he's grown up and through time, that whole persona has stopped. As of late, the people that he addresses are super important, and I think he uses their hate to promote whatever he's doing, which is smart. Now, M did drop that that tweet where he said everybody wants his problem till they get it, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. He dropped that. Now, here's the truth. We assume that's about Jamar. We all assume that's the assumption we make. We're not 100% sure that is until M comes out and says it. No matter what the innuendo is saying. And I think that's the point of the innuendo and why he says the things he says, right? So when my man goes on the road, that seems like when he wants to diss people. That seems like when he gets his glizzy out and let that ish geek. When he gets on the road, he did that MGK thing where he's like, oh, we don't talk about dead body, whatever. But this is the first time that he has actually come out with his own words out of his mouth where you can't misconstrue it in any way. And said another rapper's name, not on the song. So it said Lord Jamar's name, let's say that. And to me, I think Eminem, like I said, I think the reason why Eminem's so open to go at Jamar or has such an issue with the things Jamar's saying is because I think Eminem actually has a lot of respect in hip hop for Lord Jamar. M is a hip hop head. M came up under hip hop. That's why whenever people be like, M don't deserve to be in hip hop, I'd be like, bro, he's more hip hop than most people you consider hip hop, right? I think Jamar saying the things that he said about Eminem has hurt M. A lot of the things Jamar is saying, some of them whatever. You say this and he's explaining himself and I could kind of see where he's coming from, whether I agree with it or not. And some of them is blatant like, okay, you mad because you don't think that M should be the face of hip hop. You don't think that M should be the biggest person. And then my biggest thing too is I honestly think Jamar is battling the stands through Eminem. I don't even really think he has a problem with Eminem. He has a problem with the stands. I don't even think he has a problem with Eminem fans. It's the stands that go at. Because if you even go back and watch the videos where he's talking about his problem with M, it's always about how other people feel about it. It's not really anything that M did. It's like, well, people saying he's the greatest. So, people saying the greatest because he sold this. It's weird because when your gripes about somebody is how somebody else feels about them, it's odd to me. But I also think he's had enough. M just at this point wants to keep poking at Jamar, and that's the Slim Shady of it all. That's the Slim Shady that's still he just wants to, because it hurt him, so he wants to hurt him back. Hurt people, understood. What do I think this means? Nothing. People are hitting me up like, do you think this means a Lord Jamar diss track is finally coming? Nah, I don't think it does. I think Eminem waits till he gets on stage to address certain things that he doesn't want to address on like social media or this, that, and the third. I think he uses the stage to do that. And we just live in an era where everybody's filming everything, so you're gonna see it. I don't think this is gonna make M move in any way. I don't even think, honestly, this is promotion for anything. I think he was just seriously wanted to get at Jamar at that time. Now, here's the interesting thing. I want to see how Jamar responds to this. I want to see how Lord Jamar responds to this particular thing. Will he let it go? Will he say something? Here's the thing that we can say if we're going to be honest and we keep it 100% on this channel at all times. Jamar can't win this battle in the eyes of Eminem's fans. It's never going to happen. And Eminem has so many more fans that nothing Jamar can do will prove to those people he won. Now here's the thing. I think if Jamar does go with M, does say something about M, I think the worst way to do it, again, would be going at the stands, because those are not the people you need to convince anything. I think Jamar has a base of people around him that probably understand what he's saying more. But I also think that some of the things he's saying, nobody on either spectrum would agree with it. Well, not nobody, but a lot of people on either spectrum, whether you like him or not, it's like saying he's not hip hop is one thing. You know what I'm saying? When he's grown up in hip hop and that's the only kind of music he's ever made, he's never been any other kind of musician. That's what he grew up listening to, all of that. But there is no winning for Jamar. Let's keep it a buck. Other people gonna be like, "Ooh, Jamar, what you gonna say? What you gonna do?" Because people just want to see blood. With me, this is a lose-lose for Jamar. Unless Jamar is just like, yo, I'm just gonna use this for the promo of it, like M is using, I'm gonna use mine as the promo. I got something coming, let me go at it. I'll put it this way, this is a message to Jamar. The stands are never gonna let you win. You and Eminem could do a diss track. You could resurrect Jesus Christ on your diss track. They're not gonna allow you to win, and there's more of them than there is fans of you, right? So that's how it's gonna go. So if you're looking for like a consensual win, like a giant consensus win, lyrically, no matter what you say on a record, it's not gonna happen because the majority of those people are gonna go one way. But one thing I will say is there is a core that's smaller than Eminem's base, right? There's a core that's smaller than Eminem's base, but I think that core is more important to M. Their opinion is more important. And I think that's why he's so upset at Jamar, because he is somebody over there that he wants respect from. You dig what I'm saying? You put in the comment section, what do you think this means? Do you think that this means M is gearing up for something and he just warming it up, like the strategic moves that he be doing? Do you think that there's any universe that the masses of Eminem stands are gonna let Jamar win? And notice I'm saying stands, right? There's a difference between the Eminem fans and the stands. The Eminem fans, I could see maybe some of them, if Jamar does better, which he might not, saying, okay, Jamar got you. No, actually, no, I don't. I'm lying. I don't see any Eminem fan doing that. But I think the group that they're battling for is not the Eminem fans. I think those are just used as the pawns of this whole thing. My advice to Jamar would be, I mean, who am I to give him advice? But I might just let that one cook. Just take the couple of days of the people for like, yo, hating on you, and Eminem got at you because you suck. But if you don't consider those people hip hop for some reason, then it shouldn't affect you. You know what I mean? I'm just here to report on it. Do I agree on Eminem taking shots? I mean, if he feel a way about the homie, yeah. He don't got a Vlad TV where he could just go in front of the camera 3 times a month for an hour and some change and just vent. That's how he does it. That's his Vlad. That's his V-Lad. I still say in a lyrical battle, M is probably gonna beat Jamar. But that don't mean Jamar don't have a chance to do something nice, because what I would be afraid of is Jamar will come with that Hotep, Emotep, the government puts biomechanical chips into your salads. That's not what we want to hear. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Put in the comment section. Thought I'd drop a quick little video on my opinion on that while we get ready to go to the next show. Now I gotta get ready to go to the next city. The hustle never stops. Yeah, man. Shout out to Crip. Shout out to Futuristic. Actually, hold up. Let me see. We'll do a quick little shot. Cameo. Hold on. Crip, say hi to the people.
What up, people? SFJ Nation, how you doing?
That's Crip. We out.